Exactly like Derek then. Alright. Okay.
Hey guys, so today we have a conversation about how the masculine and feminine energies kind of see things from two different aspects.
Yeah, so the masculine energy and the feminine energy, we communicate in different languages. So anyway, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. Tracy and I were having like a debate or argument, and she was like, okay, I know everything, Oren. And I was just like, no, you don't know everything. But then it was like you were like trying to understand something, right? You were
Yes,
like,
and he gets so annoyed because I will not rest until I understand something. And so he's like, I just want to have a chill, like no thought kind of day.
you're right. So for the feminine energy, I believe the brain is always like thinking and trying to solve problems, progress. It needs to be stimulated, right? But for me, like you having an issue or some problem, you're trying to figure something out. You're all trying to figure things out, right? So she said, Aaron, I know everything. And I was like, no, you don't know everything. So here what? Just kind of relax, chill, and eventually the answer will be revealed to you. Actually, when you take a break from things, that's how it works. Mainly for the masculine, we do that. We have a problem, trying to figure it out. It's like, I get frustrated. You just like, okay, you leave it alone, you do something else, and then you come back to it. But the feminine energy, what do you do?
We like to solve it. We like to figure it out and deal with it right away.
Right away. So you were saying that you will ask for divine guidance in trying to figure out.
Or signs. Like what I'll do also is I'll compare past experiences and how they fit with what's happening now and how to kind of like move it forward for the future.
Okay.
So I do like a lot of different things to come to conclusions about things. Like I'll, analyze things. Not that I'm living in the past, but I'm just kind of like taking like points in history and seeing how they fit with what's happening on the planet right now.
Okay. Right. So you're having a little like you're trying to like gain some more knowledge about a topic or something that you were dealing with. All right. And I was just kind of like, don't worry about it. Nobody knows everything. It's all good, you know? And Tracy was like, well, no, I know everything. And then after we had like a big argument, I'm saying, nobody knows everything. It's all good. Just you're doing your best. And that's all you can really do. And if you do have an issue or a problem you're trying to solve, just let it be and come back to it. So it's just like how we communicate. And we got in a little debate. I like to say debate, and the whole thing was just like our communication as a masculine. I'm a masculine energy, and for feminine energy. So it's just like trying to understand how the masculine.
And sometimes when a feminine energy is talking, they don't want you to solve the issue. They're just talking out loud. And it just kind of like helps ruminate things that are happening within their mind, right? Because they have a lot of stuff going on in their minds. And so they just want to kind of like let some of it out. So then it's kind of like they can kind of grapple with all the information they're getting, right? Because feminine energies are channels, whether they realize it or not, right? And so the masculine energies are more of like...
we are more like Mr. Fix It. You have a problem, like let's say example, you have a car that doesn't work. Okay, let's fix it. Where a feminine energy, they just wanted to talk and express and get their feelings out.
And they want to kind of change the way it's done on a common level.
Explain more.
Well, they kind of see how things haven't been really maybe working out for the best of everyone. And so they want to come to like more of a cohesive understanding of how everything fits together.
Okay.
Right? So they kind of want to like take it and internalize it for a little bit and see how we can kind of do things in more of a creative, more expanded way. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like
Collaboration.
Yeah, more collaboration over judgment. Right?
So more like understanding
More
and
understanding,
sympathizing and having compassion. So that's actually a real good point you made, you know, because that point you made is in the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. The feminine energy is from Venus and masculine is from Mars. And one of the things I even struggle with, because I'm like, I'm gonna fix something
like black and white.
Yeah, where like the feminine energies, they want to just,
they're more creative and they want to
somebody
see
told me
different
this,
aspects.
and I know somebody told me this before. Like a person told me this before. They were like, a feminine energy, they want to be heard and understood.
Because the problem is, well, we've been in a masculine dominated world, so everything's kind of been like black and white, and this is the way it is, and we're following this kind of structure to create this experience, and it's kind of like, but is it really working in the best for everyone? Right? So the feminine energy wants to like really kind of reshape the way things are done, where we still end up with the same results. You know, everybody's kind of like moving ahead abundantly financially and growing, but like in a more compassionate, inclusive way.
And I feel the world is heading in that direction.
And so when a masculine says, what was it that you said that triggered me?
Oh, I was like, you trying to solve a problem? And I was like, just chill, relax. Nobody knows everything. I said, don't try to be Jesus or whatever. That's what I said. And then you were like, no, Aaron, I had to figure this out because I'm trying to analyze and understand.
Yeah, and as soon, it's like almost like we feel like we're not being heard again. Because the feminine energy, right, is always the energy that's suppressed. That sensitive heart, empathic, spiritual energy is always kind of suppressed. And then we've got the masculine colonization, and this is the way it goes. And if you don't follow what we say, you know, you're not a part of it. And, you know.
And that's really the masculine energy. The masculine energy is more like we want to penetrate.
Assertive.
We want to penetrate the world. We want to conquer. We want to dominate. We want to control. We want the power, right? And that's masculine energy, right? You want to build businesses, and what that comes with, it comes with a kind of a coldness where it's not inclusive. Everybody's not invited. It's just like we are just hyper focused on what we're doing, whether you are going to benefit or not benefit, we're just focused on that. But as the world getting more evolved, we're realizing like, there are a lot of things and a lot of people are suffering because of that mentality, you know?
There's another way we can do it, which is a yin-yang balance. You start with the feminine energy and then you create through the mind. So you start with the heart and then you bring it through the mind. So the feminine energy is really teaching us about the spiritual energy and that we can create anything we think about. So why not? Let's think about everybody. Let's be inclusive. Let's collaborate. Let's care for one another, because we are all one big entity in the end.
Yeah,
so
we're all connected.
If we start just doing masculine way only, like in the end, we're all connected. So we're actually going to be taken out.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the feminine energy has its role to play and should be respected, honored, and understood, as the masculine energy has a role to play.
Yes.
Should be respected, honored.
But it needs to be feminine before masculine.
Well, that's how it actually works, right?
That's really how it's supposed to be.
Because, like, the man comes from the woman, right? And we come out, and then that's it.
So it should be feminine, but we've reversed it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we got to get back to the reversal of the feminine is the creative creator.
Well, they created life, yeah.
Right?
That's true.
And then the masculine brings it to life.
Yeah, the masculine is the one who's like protecting it and navigating through life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then we got, like, if we got the wounded masculine, they just want to control. They want to have all the power. They want to dominate. And then, like, the feminine energy.
And the wounded feminine energy.
The wounded feminine energy gives their power away.
They actually want to be like feminists. We don't need men. We can do this all by ourselves. We can do anything a man can do. So it's not really like the natural roles.
But there's something magical that happens too. We start to balance the energy within us. Right? And so we start to recognize the feminine is just the heart and the masculine is the mind.
Is the mind.
So then once we start to really balance our energies within, we can actually do it all on our own and everything else complements. You know, so then we're not looking for someone to take care of us, looking for
I don't actually agree with that.
Well, there's support. There's nothing wrong with support.
Yeah, I think like we both need support.
There's
because
nothing...
the feminine and the masculine, we need each other to survive. So to say like, oh, I don't need this person or I don't need that, I think that's a wrong thing.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Taking advantage of people.
Oh,
so
that's different.
Because yes, listen, when a feminine is in their wounded energy, they're looking for someone to take care of them. They're looking for someone to provide for them.
Okay.
They're looking outside of themselves for something. And they're not really creating based on true heart connection.
Okay.
They're based on what can you give me?
More survival.
More survival. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
When you start to recognize you can work with the energy, then you're going to build a community of people you collaborate with, and it's more supportive connections.
Okay.
That's what
All right, so I was going to kind of wrap this up. So pretty much the topic is the feminine energy.
Which can be male or female.
The feminine energy communicates in one way, and the masculine communicates another way. And when the feminine energy is talking about a problem or issue or something that happened, the masculine should not try to fix. They try to understand and have some compassion, right? And understanding. That's really what it's all about. And once we can do that, we can grow and collaborate and do different things. All right. So I think that's it.
Ooh.
All right. So that's good.
This is a much better conversation than a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, you know, at the same time, we are learning. We're human beings.
We are.
Nobody coming into the world Mr. Perfect. So, you know, that's just what it is. You learn and you grow. Right? Okay.
That's true.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Happy healing, guys. You got this. We're all in this together.
Oh. Good.